get a little tense. Like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. Then I go to my brother. And I say, brother, help me please. But he wind up knocking back down on the knee. There been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able, Father, to carry on. And it's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is. Said I know that a change is gonna come one day. I know a change gonna come. Yes it is. I know. Said life can be hard. Oh yeah. And times can get rough, but still I know. Still I know a change gonna come. Oh, 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 yes it will, yes it will,
We want to say good evening to everyone that is out there in Facebook land. Want to welcome you to this live interview. We have a very special guest, a wonderful young lady. And before we get started with this interview, I'm going to give her an opportunity to introduce herself to you all, and then we're going to come back and we got a lot of stuff to talk about this afternoon because this lady is involved in a whole lot of stuff, but it's positive stuff. So go ahead at this time, Caprice, and introduce yourself.
My name is Caprice Smith, also known as Caprice the Artist. I am owner of Roughing It Retreats, Envy Designs, and Cerebral High Fashion. I also teach graphic arts at the wonderful Lafayette High School. Go Bulldogs!
She said she go Bulldogs. Okay, she's working in Lafayette. Lafayette, they call it Lafayette. That's what she's working at. So tell me your profession or what you doing, what kind of job you do in Lafayette.
I'm a graphic arts teacher.
Okay.
My kids are wonderful. They are talented. We have poets, artists, musicians. Each year we host a film fest. We actually create independent films, and then we have a film fest to raise money for our programs. So, and we also do a Black History play. So, any way you can support our program, support the school.
Okay. Tell us a little more about the film fest. What is a film fest? What goes on?
Well, it's actually like going to a actual movie. The only difference is the kids, each class makes their own film. The kids are all actors. We start with a synopsis and they create their own movies. Every year we do about 2 to 3 movies each year. And we have concessions and we open to the public in the afternoons and we have an actual film fest.
Okay. Could you go in details and tell about what kind of movie that y'all make?
It'll depend on each class. We usually get 3 topics. They get to draw names. They can do horror, drama, or comedy. And it depends on what topic they get. We actually sit in like conference style where they use their reading skills and writing skills, and they develop a full script, full movie script. The movies are usually about 20 minutes each, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, you also you take pictures stuff. I know you do that too. You take a lot of pictures. So, tell me something about some place that you go and take pictures. To individuals and stuff.
Most of the time, people book directly through me or through my website. I'm rolling everything into one website. My Roughing It Retreat site, it will actually host everything from the photography to the store, to the live store. And 10% of anything you purchase from the store, it hosts our summer camp for our youth. And yeah, so support the cause.
Okay, great. Up on the stream now, you will see some place. I guess some of the artists. If you look at the stream now, it's a picture just popped up on your stream there. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Can I see yours? Maybe I need to refresh. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. This was Bridging the Gap actually hosted a what do you call it? Juneteenth. And I was actually one of the exhibitors for this. And these are items from Cerebral High Fashion, as well as paintings that I did for that specific exhibit. And the exhibit was all about Black love and how Black families should be represented in the media, and how I want to portray the positive images of Black love and youth, and the power and the essence of not only women but the men in America and in our community.
Okay. So did you go to school to learn how to do this thing just natural?
Most of it, I think I've been drawing my whole life, and my grandma used to draw little robots, and that kind of got me into art. And then basically I went to Southern Union, I took art, and then I completed my bachelor's in fine art at American Intercontinental, and then I went on to Liberty to complete my education specialist.
Okay, great. Okay, now I have noticed that I watch y'all was at Aubrey Library a few weeks ago, and you had a lot of ladies there. Kind of talk about that a little bit. What y'all doing?
That is sponsored by Roughing It Retreat, and it's paint and poetry. So, and we still have a few slots left. The next event is September the 25th, and it's from 9 to 12 at Aubrey Library. It's basically just about healing and just relaxing. We serve brunch, and then the ladies, they are given the actual picture that they will paint in advance,
Mm-hmm.
and they can choose to write to it. They can write how they feel about the painting, or just whatever they draw from it. The next one is just healing, and so basically they can write about whatever it is we painting. So as we are painting, each woman can present, and guys, because it is open to
Okay.
guys. We didn't have any fellas the last time, but it is open to guys as well. But they get to actually write about the piece and read their piece or perform their piece. It can be songs, poetry, or whatever.
I was told that pain is very soothing. It's relax you. It's just do a whole lot for you. How did the lady respond to that? The first one you had at Aubrey Library. How did they respond to it?
The feedback for me was important because my goal, I always say my passion is people.
Mm-hmm.
And so just knowing that they were able to relax and they got actually healed just from attending and, just being refreshed.
Okay. Okay.
It felt really good to know that this is serving its purpose, because it's I heal, paint with a purpose is the actual slogan.
Okay.
And so painting with a purpose is what we do.
Okay. So you were talking about you had about a few more slots left.
Yes.
Okay. So about how many participants that you have signed up already?
My capacity is I have it set at 20, and right now I have about 15.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. Also, I noticed that you are the book writer. You're the author. You're a author also. So let's
Yes.
talk about that a little bit.
well, I have 7 self-published books, and I publish a magazine. I took a break from the magazine just to finish my doctorate because I am working on it, and it's a lot.
Mhm.
So I'm taking a break from the magazine, but it'll be back next year. And I have 7 self-published books, and I'm working on one right now called Dialogues. I'm hoping to release it around December, and it's a poetry book. So
So you say you had 7.
yes.
Number 7 is completion. It's complete. So
Yes.
now go ahead and talk about some of them books. Name them. Tell me. Talk about some of them.
Let's see. I try to do a variety. There are a couple of children illustration books,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a teen poetry book. There's a self-help book for teen girls, and there's another poetry book called Mind Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just a collection of poems, just about daily life.
Mm-hmm.
The teen poetry book, it's called Destination Life. The most creative thing about it is I collected those from when I was young, and so now for teens to get it, and they go, "Oh, Miss Smith, you understood me," and I tell them that it's because I wrote those when I was your age.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice to know that I can connect with them through my past.
Okay.
So,
Being a educator in the school system, what would you tell the youngster when they finish school? What would you tell them to do?
to follow their heart.
Okay.
Like, don't chase money. I know money is important. We need it to survive. But to follow your heart and do what makes you happy. And I always say, do what makes you happy and you'll never work a day in your life. I heard that a long time ago, and I truly believe that. And if you are serving with a purpose, you'll find peace in what you're doing.
Okay, great advice to tell the young people, because sometimes they look at the money, the lot of money might not be their dream.
Right.
They might see the digits, that won't be their dream. If it ain't their dream, they might not be good at it.
Right.
Good, right.
I know a lot of millionaires that committed suicide, and I try to, it's not the end all do all.
Okay.
Learning to just be content and just finding a purpose.
Okay. Well, tell me, why did you go into education?
The plan was not education. I'm gonna say it was God's purpose.
Okay.
Because originally I went into instructional design. I wanted to work behind the scenes, developing curriculum for, teens and curriculum that would fit my community. But as so God would have it, I end up in education, and it's just something that I do love.
Oh, great.
And somebody once told me, you're not going to be able to fit all this stuff you do into one career or one thing. You got to choose one. But I realized that God made provision, because with my job now, I can literally use everything that I do and I love, creative, from writing to portrait to music. I can literally use it all. So he does.
So do you still do a little singing?
I do not. I still write,
Still write,
I
okay.
still write, and I still write music every now and then. I have a lot of kids that write music. They actually write and record their own music for the movies.
Okay.
So, we free and clear of any copyright infringements, because the music in the movies is also the students.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Also, looking on your page, I seen where you was in Birmingham at one of them art fest. So tell me a little bit about that one you went to.
This one was a collection of artists from around the Birmingham area. And I usually try to attend at least 2 art festivals a year. This one was just different artists from all over, and I got to talk to different artists about their style. I'll be uploading that YouTube channel, Caprice the Artist.
Okay.
They really talk about their technique and how they got started. And so it's interesting. I'm always a learner, so I always like to go see and be inspired by others as well.
Okay. So you meet a whole lot of different people when you go to them shows and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Could you name just a few, I said, people that inspired you on when you was out there, when you were visiting these shows?
I don't know names specifically.
Okay.
I got a lot of cards.
Okay.
But there is one artist that I thought she used like a can of air.
Okay.
And she literally dropped ink on the page and like blow it with this air, and then she never knows what the end process is going to be. She started from just a blob and really started to create and mold her art just based on what it looks like when it's, starting. I thought it was just the coolest thing ever.
Now, I have seen a lot of artwork on buildings. Have you had an opportunity to paint on buildings somewhere in some city or a town or anything like that?
Not yet, and I guess that would be one of my goals before it's all over, to do like an actual mural, and hopefully in my hometown. So that's something that I'll definitely have to look into.
Okay. Now, getting ready for this next event, they're going to be at Aubrey Library, right? Again?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, do they have a graphic to go by when they paint, or they just paint? Tell me how they do it. I've seen some of them.
Yeah, I print out like a poster with exactly what we're painting, but I encourage the women or guys to really just feel.
Okay.
Because art is all about feeling and your emotions, and colors represent all types of things.
Okay.
So you want to create something, they can have a color chart, what colors stand for healing or thriving or energy, whatever they put into their art is a representation of what they're feeling inside at that time.
Okay.
So it's cool to just allow them to just be creative.
Okay. So, is there anything special that you like to share to the audience that's watching live right now concerning your career? Anything you want to share with them?
At this time, I'm just, steady creating art pieces. I would like to do a larger exhibit next summer, and I got some things coming up in the spring of next year. And as far as the paint parties and paint bundles, you can actually purchase the paint bundles from me through my website, roughandgetretreats.org, or you can book your own personal parties, and we'll actually come out and set up and handle the heavyweight, I should say.
I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Now, just a few minutes ago, you said you're writing songs and stuff too, right? You write kind of write. What kind of song do you write?
Most of the time, and I guess more so spoken word now.
Okay.
So I used to rap back in the day.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But now I know. I guess I've just grown into just spoken word and expression and with the book Dialogues, I actually it's conversations with people. So as I travel and as I talk to people and as I go through things, I'm actually documenting it, but in portrait form. So it's been a really cool experience.
Okay. So how far have you traveled to a show like an art show? How far have you ever traveled?
I visited an art show in California. I didn't go to California for the show, but that's the farthest show I've actually, seen.
Okay then. Okay.
But I will be doing one in October. It's called Chalktoberfest. It's in Marietta, Georgia. It's really cool. And you can see that on my page too. It's actually the artists literally paint on the pavement and it looks like 3D. Like it's cool. They have vendors, food, music, live entertainment. It's just a really cool event.
Okay.
So I'll try to get pictures when I'm there.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question here. If I wanted a picture or artwork of myself, could you do it?
I do digital designs. I don't think I've mastered actually doing a portrait. I haven't really tried.
Okay.
So I've had a few, people commission me or ask me about it, but I haven't really just tried it. But maybe that's something that I will try. But I do digital renditions of people.
Okay.
And you can add, like, say if your mother has passed and you wanted your mom in the picture with you, I would digitally put it together and then print it out in whatever size. So.
Okay. That's the one. And the reason why I asked you that, I was just thinking about the portrait of Michelle Obama. And I know it was a black lady, if I'm not mistaken, that did that, draw that, fixed that up, made it so nice, it was so pretty.
Yeah.
And I just wonder, can you do some of that kind of work too, like that?
Yeah, I would say I could. And the biggest thing I'm working on now, I thought, I told my mom, whatever you want painted, just let me know. I got you. And I said, just think about it. She said, I already know what I want. I said, well, what do you want, Mom? She said, The Last Supper. I said, this lady think I'm Da Vinci. I said, The Last Supper. But so I've been working on it. And I think, I think it's a challenge. This is going to be my greatest challenge. But, for her, I'm going to make it happen.
Okay, great. Okay, now you said back in the day you did a rap a little bit. What kind of rap did you do back in the day?
I did hip hop.
Okay.
Yes. And they called me Caprice. That was the Southern thing. Everybody was like, going by that Caprice, the cars, the classic, it's all South.
Okay.
And so, that was my thing.
Okay. Do you know a lady by the name of Dr. Adia Winfrey?
Adia Winfrey, I have heard.
She's in the hip hop age. She talks about that.
Really?
Yes. She said she do stuff like that. Matter of fact, they have a big deal somewhere, some city concerning that.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to connect with her.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to get her information because I would love to connect.
Oh, okay. Great. This has been wonderful. Interview. I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to do this here because this is a lot of information and you have a lot of knowledge. I want the young people to catch on and listen to this here, go back and replay it because it will help them. But also, I want to talk about, and I hope it don't bother you, your dad, your late dad, your father.
Yes.
Your father. Many years ago, and I want to share it with you.
Okay.
And I think I shared once upon a time with you again at Bridging the Gap Community Services that your daddy was one of the scout masters for me many years ago. I never forget my first time ever being out all night in the woods, and your daddy was a part of that. And also, your daddy, which I know you knew that he was a DJ.
Yes.
This now he wasn't way back in the 70s, He was a DJ.
Yes.
Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith. Yeah, that's what inspired me to work towards my doctorate. I was like, I'm going to carry that name on one way or the other.
Great.
And so, Dr. Smith.
Great.
And when you mention camping, that's what Roughing It Retreats is.
Okay.
It's basically where women, we go out and they actually get to camp in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
They pay a flat rate for, we do tents. A lot of people freak out because it's tents, it's in the woods.
Okay.
But most of the time it's safe. It's at a campground.
Okay.
You know, there are other people. We do activities. We do healing work there. And they walk away, you know, feeling inspired. That's pretty cool. And we usually take 12 women at a time.
Okay.
But people can also book us for that.
Okay.
And so.
Caprice, you got a lot going on.
A lot going on.
That's wonderful, but it's positive stuff.
Yeah.
You're trying to, I call outreach programs.
Yes.
This is wonderful. So how many of them you do a year?
I have did one so far. I'm gonna try to get another one in before this year's out. Before the weather gets too cold.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, because my first one was this summer, and it was a good turnout. The women really enjoyed it. You know, even people who never camped. And so when you bring up my dad and camping, I guess that's where that, you know, the outdoor gene came from. And it's just about getting grounded and reconnecting with earth and, you know, God's natural elements.
Yes.
So
it's
important to me to, you know, continue to just inspire women and to help heal. You know, we all deal with a lot. And so I think it's important that we do stop and reground ourselves so that we can, you know, go forward stronger.
Okay. Also, tell me, is there a certain age or just the age group of women that you care out on the campground? Is there a certain age you care?
When I did this last one, it was 25 and up, but there are several different camps. There will be teen camps, there will be couples camps, you know, where everything will be all inclusive. You get the meals. It's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come back Sunday. And it'll be activities based on that camp people will actually sign up for. So they'll know, you know, you can choose different camps. You can also book, say if you had a group, your group could book, say you wanted to take your family and you had 12 people. Well, then we would, you know, host the weekend and the activities, and you guys would actually just book through us.
Okay. So who helped you to coordinate this? You do it all by yourself?
I do, and I call my mama a lot. I know she's tired, but she's like, you know, you always have to have that person to ask questions, or, you know, what do you think about this? Everything from meal planning to the packages I send out to the gift bags. She kind of helps me to ground it.
Okay.
And the good thing about the last count, we had women of all ages from 25 to 60.
Okay.
And so the knowledge that the older women can offer, you know, and they even learn from the younger women. So it's just a sharing of knowledge and energy that you really can't just get, you know, from any other place. Okay.
So tell me, what all, I know it'd be a guideline you go by, a program of salt, some kind of program you go by. Tell me some of the stuff that be taking place.
We do like releasing activities. Friday night is usually movie night. It gives everybody time to get there, get set up. We do like a meet and greet, some icebreaker games, so the women get to know each other, you know, because a lot of them don't know each other. It can be complete strangers. And they basically just might do a movie that night. The next day we get up, we have breakfast, we talk, we have live sessions where we actually talk, debate, and we do lunch, and then they have free time. A lot of women brought their fishing poles, they went fishing, they have a little beach. Some went to the beach, you know, some just chose to relax. It's a variety of things to do. And then we all have dinner together. We do a sip and paint party. So everybody gets to enjoy, you know, that too, just on the retreat.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Capri. It's been wonderful.
Thank you for
and I hope
me.
the audience have enjoyed this, you know, and a lot of knowledge was given out, and they painted relaxing.
Yeah.
You know,
It really is.
I need to. I need to do that.
You do.
I need to relax. Sometimes you can be so tensed up, you know. You just relax and get your mind on something else. Sometimes our mind be racing.
Yes.
So is painting gonna relax us? That's what I need to do sometimes.
Yeah, it'll help you be still. It's all about grounding yourself, coming back to the center so that you can start fresh and, just new ideas. You're
Okay.
not thinking about anything but what you're putting on that canvas. So
Okay.
it helps you to just escape
Okay.
for a little bit.
Okay. So you said your mother much involved to assist you,
Yes.
and that's wonderful. Tell me, how do a sister come in and be a part of sometime?
Yeah, I have my sisters, I have my nieces. My
Okay.
son is actually in Texas, so
Okay.
But when he was here, he was helping too. So it's kind of like, as I need people, they show up, and it's we got a strong support system.
That's great. That's
Strong
great.
support system.
That's great. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And before we close out, is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience that is listening and watching on Facebook Live? And also, it's on YouTube also live.
Okay. The only thing I could say is just keep watch. Support Cerebral High Fashions. 10% of all purchases go towards teen activities, teen camps, whatever we can brew up for the teenagers. So it's important that we stay connected with our youth and all of that. So other than that, keep a watch on my page for upcoming events. You can check roughingitretreats.org for all events, and you can also book. Just reach out to me personally if you don't see like a specific program or whatever it is you want. We can customize it based on your needs. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right. So, Facebook Audience Live, y'all tune in and check out. Keep up with her, because she got lots going on. So, at this time, we're going to end this interview. Again, thank you.
Thank you guys.
That's it.
Okay.